Let me read a headline to you. Chicago leaders encourage residents to exercise their rights in resisting Trump's deportation policies. The governor of New Jersey, Phil Murphy, basically admitted that he knew somebody that didn't have full documentation, that he was hiding over his garage. Then we have Tom Tillis, senator from North Carolina, saying that people should have the right to sue sanctuary cities and states that aid and abet in lawbreaking. Your comment on all of that?
Well, I think the governor's pretty foolish saying what he said, because I got note of it, won't let it go, we'll look into it. And if he's knowingly harboring, concealing an illegal alien, that's a violation of Title 8 United States Code 1324. I would seek prosecution, or the secretary would seek prosecution. So maybe he's bluffing. If he's not, we'll deal with that. And as far as suing sanctuary cities, well, get in line, because the Trump administration is going to do that already. Sanctuary cities are sanctuaries for criminals. There's one example, right?
Hey guys, I am very impressed, very surprised, I will say, what Donald Trump has been able to do in 2 weeks. I think his actions clearly indicate that he's not messing around this time. So I hope when Tom Homan says he's going to investigate Democrat leadership across the country, whether it's a Mayor Brandon Johnson of Chicago or a Governor Phil Murphy here of New Jersey, whatever the case may be, if these Democrats are going to stand in the way of Donald Trump and his administration enforcing immigration law, of actually just following the law and making sure Americans are safe and their country hasn't been run over, taken over by the illegal criminal mob, I hope they follow through on this. If he's threatening action against a Brandon Johnson or a Katie Hobbs in Arizona or a Phil Murphy in the case right here, I don't want it to just be talk. They need to set an example of these people. And no, it is not the same thing. It's not the government weaponizing itself against political opponents like we saw with Donald Trump. In the case of Brandon going after Donald Trump, that was just overt weaponization. There was no motive other than the fact that he was a threat to the regime and a political opponent, because they had to make up crimes. In the case right here, going in the other direction, they're not making up a crime. Yes, they're political opponents, but they're political opponents because they are a threat to America and American safety. They are defying not even just the law, because the laws are man-made. Laws can be corrupt as well. I don't necessarily agree to the consent of the majority. I don't care. I don't believe in democracy at this point anymore. If the majority of people say murder is okay, it doesn't make murder okay. But in this case right here, define Donald Trump's immigration policy, shutting down the border, deporting illegals. If you're going to get in the way of that, you are violating basic common sense, basic decency, my trust, my safety, violating the law in this case that is the correct and just law. Lock these dudes up. You don't have to do all of them. Just pick out one and say, Phil Murphy, you are now the example. Everyone else get in line. You don't get to do this. You don't get to put yourself above the American people. The American people deserve safety. They deserve the administration they voted for that was going to turn this country around. See you later.